We are diving into a topic that has been the subject of much debate in the United States for years. Did Indian immigration ruin the United States? Now, some critics blame immigrants, particularly from India, for everything that's wrong with the US economy and society. But what if I told you that Indian immigrants are actually a huge asset to the US? In fact, they contribute to the economy, pay taxes, and create jobs. So let's break it down with some facts and figures that will give you a clearer picture of how Indian immigration has helped, not hurt, the US. Over the years, there has been a narrative in some parts of the US that immigrants, specifically from countries like India, are taking away jobs, driving down wages, and putting a strain on public services. But is this really the case? Well, many Americans have pointed out to the issues like unemployment and low wages as a reason to blame immigration, specifically Indians. And they blame them for everything that is wrong. However, studies show that this viewpoint is often misguided. Let's take a step back and look at the positive impact of Indian immigration on the US economy. First, we'll talk about the economic contribution. Did you know that Indian immigrants are some of the highest contributors to the US economy? According to American Immigration Council, immigrants from India represent the third largest immigrant group in the United States, with more than 2.7 million Indian Americans that are living in the country as of the latest census. In fact, Indian Americans have significantly higher education level as compared to the national average. About 77% of Indian immigrants in the US have at least bachelor's degree as compared to the 37% of general US population. They are filling crucial roles in sectors like technology, healthcare, engineering, and education, fields that are really important to the US economy. Second comes job creation. Indian immigrants are not just taking jobs, they are creating jobs. For example, Indian Americans own over 2 lakh businesses in the US, creating thousands of jobs. According to the National Foundation of American Policy, Indian Americans contribute significantly to the technology sector. Big names like Google, Microsoft, Adobe have been led by individuals of Indian descent. Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google, and Natya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, are just two examples of Indian Americans who have had a massive impact on global economy. In fact, Indian Americans contribute to 1 in every 10 US tech companies. Now, this is not only creating jobs, but also help boost innovation and keeps the US at forefront of technological development globally. Then comes taxes and social security. Indian immigrants pay taxes, and a lot of taxes. According to the Migration Policy Institute, back in 2019 alone, immigrants from India contributed over $50 billion in state and local taxes. Now, this revenue helps fund public services like healthcare, education, and infrastructure, benefiting everybody in the US, not just immigrants. Indian immigrants also contribute to Social Security and Medicare system, providing billions of dollars that help sustain these programs. And wait, one of the most important contributions of Indian immigrants to the US is the high-skilled workforce. Indian workers make up the largest group of H-1B visa holders, which are for skilled workers in fields like information technology, healthcare, and engineering. This is very important for US, where there's a skill gap in industries like tech and healthcare. Many US companies rely on highly skilled Indian workers to fill critical roles, specifically in the technology sector. For example, the Silicon Valley area is the home to thousands of Indian immigrants who are responsible for driving innovation in companies that lead to the world in tech. And let me tell you the most interesting part here. Indian immigrants, specifically those who came legally, are strongly against illegal immigration. Many Indian immigrants have followed the proper legal channel to enter the US and work really hard to build their lives there. They are not part of the problem of illegal immigration that some politicians talk about. Indian immigrants have a history of abiding by the law and contributing to their community. They support measures that control illegal immigration, but They also believe in the importance of legal immigration, which is vital for filling labor shortage and boosting the US economy. So, in reality, these immigrants have been nothing but beneficial for US economy. Indian migrants are highly educated, contribute billions in taxes, create jobs, and drive innovation in industries like technology and medicine. Far from ruining the US, they are helping to make the country stronger and more prosperous. Consider this. According to the National Academies of Sciences, immigrants from India have net positive impact on the US economy. They help drive innovation, fill labor shortage in crucial industries, and contribute billions in taxes. So rather than burdening the country, Indian immigrants are helping to boost the US economy in a way that could be very difficult to replicate without them. So the question remains the same. Did Indian immigration ruin the US? Absolutely not. In fact, Indian immigrants are one of the key drivers of the US economy and innovation. They are highly educated, law-abiding citizens who are contributing significantly to the country's growth, prosperity, and global leadership. The narrative that immigrants from India or anywhere else are a burden is simply not true. In reality, it's legal immigration that strengthens the US and make it the global power that it is today. So, let's embrace the positive contribution of Indian immigrants and recognize that they are part of the reason why the US remains the leader in so many areas, from technology to healthcare to education. Immigration, when managed well and legally, is an asset, not a burden. Thanks for listening. Let's continue supporting legal immigration and building a stronger, more prosperous future for everybody.